Greetings everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome to Project Kawasaki. This is a text-based narrative that follows the story of troublemaker and emotionally scattered Ayame Kawasaki, who returns to Yamada Hoshi High School after 1 year following her mother's unfortunate death. A death that Ayame blames herself for. Don't ever blame yourself for the death of someone else. The player assumes the role of as Ayame as she starts her life as a repeating second-year student, meeting new people and reconciling with the old. The story puts an emphasis in building meaningful friendships, growing as a person, and reflecting on past mistakes. That seems to be quite a mouthful when it comes to all of the synopsis, but very nice. Ouch, my mother is dead. I watched her full of tears as she smiled at me so casually, right before jumping off that cliff. Ouch. That same cliff that held so many memories from my childhood. She wished me a happy life, a life full of friends, achievement, and love. Why? Why would she wish that for me, after everything I've done? I talked back to her. I went against everything she taught me. I even called her useless when she was vulnerable. She was hurting. Deep inside, she loathed me. She labeled herself as a burden, a failure of a person and a human being. But that wasn't true at all. I'm the failure. This was all my fault. It was my fault. I should be the one giving my life away. You can't turn back the hands of time, no matter how painful it is. I'm nothing but an irresponsible, inconsiderate and thoughtless brat that brings misfortune to everyone. That's why no one likes me. That's why everyone wants me gone. That's why my own mother is... Yikes. It would have been better if I don't say that. And then everything would have been fine. No! You can't just say that and think everything will be fine. No, everyone would have been happy. No. If I didn't exist. No! That's not true. You have friends around you. People that love you. People that will miss you. Huh? Where am I? I look around my surroundings. I'm at a park. A very familiar one. Wait. I can see someone standing on the edge of a cliff. I subconsciously move towards the silhouette, like it was calling to me. As I come closer, I recognize who it is. It's Mom. Ayame. What is it, dear? What do we do on a day like today? I can't believe F9 is that, damn it. Lamento. Every time I take a screenshot, it's going to do that. Well, that's fine. No! Her eyes are full of tears as she smiles back at me. No, it's too familiar. I know what she's going to do. Goodbye, my little princess. No, don't go. Don't leave me. She takes a leap, with me only inches away from reaching out to her with my hand. And then, her hand catches my leg and drags me down with her. Before I knew it, we were both falling down to our deaths as she continued to smile at me. It takes a lot for a person to do that sort of thing. A lot. But that's okay. If I just disappeared. No, it's not okay. Everyone would be happy. No, they wouldn't. Right? No. Not at all. I cannot agree with that whatsoever. Early morning. Where am I? I look around to find myself in my room alone. My heart is racing. I can feel the sweat dripping down my chest. I had another nightmare. Mum took me down with her. I've been having that same dream ever since she passed almost a year ago. The gruesome image of her jumping off that cliff because of my mistakes. Mum. As my breathing stabilized a bit, I realized my alarm clock beeping obnoxiously. That must have been what woke me up. Wait, why did I have an alarm clock on? I haven't used my alarm in so long. So what triggered the alarm itself? It's not Alexa, is it? I feel like I'm forgetting something important. Ayame, are you up? I can hear my dad's voice from downstairs. Breakfast is ready. Come downstairs before you're late. Late? For what? Why is it all a blur to me? I struggle to get out of my bed. My body is not used to getting up this early. Slowly but surely I make it downstairs to the dining room. I see my dad, Akio, with a huge smile on his face, approaching behind him with 3 plates of omelette rice as my older brother, Jinta. Morning, little sis. Good morning. Morning, sunshine. Had a good night's rest? Sort of. Dad takes a look at me, confused. Wait, you're still in your pajamas. Why aren't you dressed? Yeah, let's try and find out our own answer to this question. Dressed for what? For school, of course. Had you forgotten about your big day? Guess you're still waking up. That's right, I'm going back to school. Ever since Mum died, I never went back. In fact, I never left the house for the past year. I shunned myself from the world. I couldn't bear showing my face to anyone after her death. I've had many thoughts of that. I can't say the only reason I'm still alive right now is because my dad sent me up for therapy and gave me prescribed antidepressants. Hey, you're sweating. You doing okay? Well, I hold my tongue for mentioning the nightmare to my family. It's been bad enough that they had to deal with my sorry self for so long. It's just that I'm really nervous, that's all. Don't worry. You'll feel better after a few days. Come, eat up. I take a seat as Jinta presents me that omelette rice reading "Good luck at school" and a smiley face written in ketchup. I feel like a grade schooler again. Little childish, I know, but I did it to give you confidence. Have to make sure my little sis is ready for her big return today. Thanks, bro. It looks like the on-screen art and the character sprite on the bottom left are drawn by 2 different artists. I take a bite of Ginta's omelette rice and couldn't help but leave a smile. There's so much flavour in it. I don't know, it just has 2 different art styles to it. My bad. Mum used to be the cook in the house. Since her death, Ginta decides to pick up cooking for himself and become quite the talented chef. But it's definitely helped Dad in the long run because of his stressful mangaka career. I never properly thanked Ginta for preparing food for me. I would barely touch his food in the beginning, but I slowly grown to appreciate it over time. As I continued to chew, my smile went straight back to a frown. You don't like it? It's not that, it's... Speak up, what's the matter? Well, I just wonder how life is going to be, being surrounded by people again. I feel really anxious. Like Dad said, you'll get the hang of it again over time. Don't beat yourself up if you can't socialise or connect on the first day. I know, it's just... I've never really had a good reputation at school. You know how I struggle to make friends. True, but what's stopping you now? Ginta? I like you already. What's stopping you? Just because things didn't go well before doesn't mean this will happen again. In fact, mistakes are what help you succeed down the line. Another good line there, Ginta. But what about Mom? The room fell silent. I let my mind slip. I could feel my body tremble again. Ayame? Dad quickly leans forward with a serious expression. Despite how menacing he looks, he speaks in a very calm tone. Ayame, it's not your fault your mother's gone. She was going through a rough time when she was alive. Many things happened at once and it was too much for her. Please don't dump everything on yourself like that. She would want that exactly. Like my grandfather, who unfortunately left us in March. He wouldn't want all of us to keep grieving onwards, even though we do think about him every day. I look away in disbelief. No matter how many times my family says so, I can never forgive myself for any... You didn't do that! Even with the therapy, a small part of me still believes it was ultimately my fault. No, it's not your fault! You're finally taking the first step back into the world to live a normal life again. She reminds me of Katie in a way from that Bunny Senpai anime. You know, the one who was always a shut-in and was afraid of going outside in the real world? So it reminds me of her really, but under different circumstances. You should be proud of yourself for making this far. You stayed strong and here you are. Today's the day, Ayame. Yeah. Dad slaps me on the head. Ow! Lighten up, eat your food and get dressed, and fix up your hair. Can't go around school like that. My hair has gotten pretty long since then. My hair used to go down to right below my shoulders. Never bothered to trim it. I personally don't mind longer hair, despite it being hard to maintain. Also, trimming it to what it used to be will remind me of the days when Mum was around. I just don't want to relive those times. Anyways, I should finish breakfast and get into my uniform. Bag on shoulder, check. Shoes fit, check. Combed hair, double check. Okay, I should be good to go. I look down at my legs. God, I completely forgot how revealing these skirts are. I can feel a draft of air constantly brushing my skin. My legs have been so sensitive. Have become so sensitive. Oh my goodness sakes. Hey sis. Genta rushes over with a lunchbox. It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this HP item. What do you think this is, an RPG? Ah, that was close. You're a lifesaver, bro. My brother and I tend to use anime and video game terminology with each other. He's not much of a fanatic as I am, but he does have a great appreciation for those mediums. What's wrong? You still nervous? No, I'm just anxious, that's all. You do realise that's basically the same thing, right? Anxious, nervous. I'm pretty sure there are some very small differences. Shut up! Genta turns his head away. I can tell he's smirking. You're so mean. But it's calmed you down, right? If anything, it made me angrier. I turn my head in embarrassment. Genta puts his hand on my shoulder. You'll be fine, little sis. You're overreacting. Just remember to smile and try not shun yourself from the other students. Otherwise, they'll never want to hang out with you. Come on, show me your winning smile. Show me the smile that will win so many hearts at school. Genta gives me a goofy smile. Am I a little kid to him? What? Why should I smile at you, you weirdo? Oops, you lost points. Don't want to talk to you anymore. Hey, what the heck? Guess I just talked to some other girl who's not nicer and actually smiles. Jeez, don't do that. This doesn't make me feel any better, you meanie. Seriously, my brother knows how to push my buttons. All he ever does is tease me, but at the same time, I feel more relieved. Feeling better now? Oh, God, you're still here? I know you two are having a grand time, but you gotta get to school before you're late, Ayame. Oh, right, sorry. But I'm glad to see you in a lighter mood. You'll be fine, sis. You had it rough in the past, but things can change. Have fun and happy learning. Have a good day, Ayame. Thanks. I'll be going now. This is the school in question. My name is Ayame Kawasaki, 18 years old. Starting today, I'll be reattending Yamada Hoshi High School after 1 year of rehabilitation. Everyone I knew last year are currently third years, while I remain a second year because of my long absence. I'll essentially be starting a new life, meeting new people, and experiencing new challenges. I can feel my whole body shaking in anticipation. I've been outside a couple of times during my rehab, but it wasn't for getting into big crowds. It's only a matter of time before I'll be surrounded by so many students. So many people, friends. I take a deep breath as I approach the school gates. I'm scared, but I can't help but feel nostalgic. I'm about to re-enter a world I abandoned a year ago. I look at the cherry blossom trees in full bloom, their leaf petals flowing with the wind, the sweet calming aroma. This is truly spring. It's been so long since I breathed this air. People will wish it's spring. Right now, December, we're in winter. It eases the mind, reminds me of the times I'd lay down on the cold grass, feeling like I'm floating in the sky. I close my eyes and breathe heavily, with a wide smile. Indeed a wide smile, not a wild smile. Such a nostalgic feeling. What's up with her? Hey, don't you judge me. Seems like she's not the only one excited for the first day. Seriously, you girls are weird. Hey, laid back boy, maybe you're just too laid back. Okay, rude. The moment I heard the two students talk about me, my world completely changes. More and more students started entering my field of vision. Boys slapping each other on the back while laughing like lunatics, girls flipping their phones and showing off their cute little charms. Even couples holding hands and kissing as if they've lost all concept of social boundary. So many people. Yo, what's your class assignment? Class 1B, how about you? Have you seen the latest episode of Migiko? You knew Tomoka would be a magical girl too. Wonder if that's a reminiscence of Madoka Magica, however you want to call that? Right after seeing her moves, she's totes my favourite character now. Why gotta be choose again so we can watch the next episode? Because they need to actually produce the episode, you know. God, this is my last year here. Just want to breeze through and get out of this godforsaken school. Dude, I don't even want to think about college. Oh my god, it's Senpai! Morning, girls. You noticed us? There's so many of them. All of their conversation turning into loud mumbles in my head. My legs are trembling. Calm down, Ayame. You have to do it. You have to enter the abyss. You have to plunge yourself into the unknown and face it head on. Deep breath. Deep breath. You're going to be fine. Walk forward with confidence. Head held high. And smile! Not a forced smile though. A natural smile. Not even taking seconds in, I'm already freaking out. I can see a group of girls chuckling from afar. I know I'm supposed to smile as they can't, but how am I supposed to after being away from so long? Okay, I just need to calm down. My class assignment is on the bulletin board. Where's my name? There it is. I'm assigned a class 2D. So it should be on the second floor. Wait, soon I'll be in a classroom. A classroom. That means I'll be trapped with like 35 to 40 other students in a small room. I'm starting to sweat. My legs are trembling again. I breathe heavily with my hand on the wall. Oh god, what should I do? What should I do? I'm not ready. I need to turn back. This is not an abort mission, okay? We're still succeeding in this mission, okay? Aya-chan? Someone addressed me. Someone recognized me. Is that you, Aya-chan? I slowly turn towards the voice as my sweat runs down like a waterfall. Hi there. It's an innocent-looking girl with short olive hair. Wait, I recognize those huge red-framed glasses. Isn't she... Yeah, let's address him as a name. By a name. Perrine? Perrine? Aya-chan, I can't believe you're back. Without skipping a beat, Perrine gives me a big hug. Oh my god, Aya-chan, I was so worried about you. I've tried contacting you so many times, but you never messaged back. I tried calling you, texting you, and stopping by your house to see if you're alright, but you never came out. I'm so glad you're safe. Tears running down her eyes. I can see her glasses starting to fog up. Oh, Perrine. This girl with a surprisingly tight grip is one of my childhood friends, Perrine Finch. She's generally shy, but can be very energetic and somewhat clumsy around people she's close to. She's actually from America, and she moved here in Japan when we were 8 years old. I honestly feel really bad for not responding all this time. She's really the only friend I have left. And she wasn't lying about the messages. I have a huge backlog of all her calls and emails. I might be running out of space on my phone. For goodness sakes! I know. It must be an indescribable scenario of what you went through. I'm really sorry, Perrine. No, it's okay. You just needed some space to collect your thoughts is all. But are you feeling alright? Let's see. I'm better now. I feel a lot better now. Thanks, Perrine. I'm glad. Perrine's smile is like that of an angel. She's too adorable. I'm just glad to see a familiar face. I was freaking out with all the new students around here. A lot's changed since you've been gone. It hasn't been the same without you. I'm glad to be back. Sucks I won't be in the same class as you. That's right, you're repeating your second year, right? Yeah, I'm in class 2D. I'm sorry. No, don't apologise. It was my fault for being missing in action. Well, it's just that you'll have to stay another year after this, while the rest of graduate and go into the adult world. I just wish the two of us could have graduated together. Perrin looks down and begins to blush. She's always been by my side ever since we first met. We're even in the same class every year up until now. She really wants to see this through until the end together. Perrin. Anyways, we should head over to the auditorium for the opening ceremony. Come on, let's go together. Hey, Pebbles. Pebbles? Who's she referring to? I look at Perrin and notice her freezing up. She must be addressing her. Three girls walk towards our direction, all wearing fancy necklaces and nail polish. What do they need from Perrin? Hey Perrin, do you know these girls? It's kind of a long story. Are they bullies? Then make it a tilde version of it. I can't possibly do that now. The girl in front stops and poses like a supermodel. I guess she's the head of the group. She looks so menacing. What's up, Perrin? Good morning, Masako-san. The girl named Masako looks at the bulletin board. Huh, we're actually in the same class again. Oh my god, that must be like fate. Yeah, toads. Oh god, the other two voices are insanely cringeworthy compared to Misako. Yeah, glad to be with you girls again. You know, the girls and I are gonna check out a movie after school. You down? I'd love to, but I have other plans this afternoon. Perrin looks over to me. For reals, but it's like the first day for school. Yeah, come on, Pebbles. Their voices are really annoying. What would someone like you possibly have plans for? Well, it's... Misako looks at me. Huh? Who are you? Let's be polite. Hi, Ayame. Oh yeah? Yeah, that's my name. Misako twists her face as she scans me from top to bottom. I feel like my whole body is being violated without her even touching it. Wait, aren't you the blank everyone's been talking about? Huh? You know, you're so right. What are you talking about? Wait a minute, Aya-chan's not a bad person. Aya-chan? You're friends with this chick? We've known each other for a while. Really? Why you waste your time on such a brat like her? Haven't you heard anything about this broad? She's a loner who's been nothing but a parasite begging for love and affection. Rumours. What's going on? That's not true. Of course it's true. So many people are talking about her and even experienced her BS years ago. And you're telling us that it isn't true? I'm telling you it isn't. Have people been spreading rumours about me? You deserve better, Pebbles. That's why we're your friends. You were all alone when we met you last year. Unlike Aya-chan, we actually value you. Huh? They're friends? Friends, my ass. It's clear those girls are taking advantage of her innocence and why they're calling her Pebbles. I don't know what's so great about Aya-chan, I don't really care, but you don't need to deal with trash like her. All she'll do is slow you down. Girls, please. People have been talking about me while I was gone, and these girls just talk about it right in front of me without any care. What's going on? I feel lightheaded. Come on, Pebbles, let's ignore her and head to the auditorium. Perrin turns to me. Aya-chan, we'll talk later, I promise. The three girls walk past me as they pull Perrin away. She looks back at me and smiles. Perrin has been dragged away against her will. She never had the confidence to stand up for herself when we were little. Someone so pure and wholesome is being bullied by such awful, trash girls. Could all of this be my fault too? No, it's not your fault! Perrin, I shake my head frantically to prevent my mind from slipping off again. I'll have to worry about Perrin later. The hallways are clearing up. Gotta head to the auditorium. Though, after hearing what Misako said about me, I'm worried about what other rumours have been going around. Rumours, unfortunately, become true once the rumours themselves become solid. A solid foundation. and then everyone else will just believe that's the truth. All the students gathered to hear our principal's welcoming speech. He briefly talks about the school's goal to unlock everyone's untapped potential. Honestly, it's kind of boring, and I can't stand being around hundreds of students. This is so nerve-wracking. When is this going to be over? Hey, isn't that her? The one with the purple hair? I hear some students whispering behind me. Isn't she the girl that lost her mother? Yes, that is correct. Her name's Kawasaki, I believe. Oh wait, that's her? My senpai was telling me about her. He said he used to be friends with her years ago. I was told she would do the smallest things. Oh dear, this is a game that has bullying in it. If the first incident with the 3 mean girls wasn't enough. Really? What a freaking pest. Toads, everyone turned away from her since then. And in middle school, she remained in total isolation, and whenever somebody approached, she'd scare them off. Jeez, I wonder how her mom had to deal with a nutcase like her. Must have been hell. As expected, they're talking about me. They don't even know me, and they treat me as if they were there during my childhood days. Why? Why are people spreading rumours about me? I understand that I wasn't the nicest kid in town, but is this really necessary? I'm starting to feel sick. I want to go back home. Keep it down. Your principal is speaking. The gossiping immediately fell silent. And that ends the main portion of today's ceremony. Before we wrap up, please welcome your student council president, Mimo Shiragani, from class 3A. That name. Wait a minute. The students start whispering again, but this time even louder. It's her! It's Shiragani-san! I'm so glad she was elected again. I believe in her judgment. I love how beautiful and confident she looks. She's just perfect. We've all been blessed by the gods. Does anyone know if she has a boyfriend? Okay, desperate boy. Miyamo Shiragani. She's another one of my childhood friends along with Perrine. She was someone I really looked up to. Miyamo can be easily described as a dependable older sister. When we were little kids, most of us called her Meanie. You could cry about the most trivial things that she would try to cheer you up. She would even try to discipline all the troublemakers, and you could say that I was one of those troublemakers. The two of us had some fights since middle school, so many fights since middle school, and we eventually stopped talking to each other last year. Even though she's calm and collected to literally everyone else, she gets angry whenever I breathe next to her. Over time I started getting irritated with her height and mighty personality. She comes off as a cocky and stuck-up individual, acting like she's better than everyone else. I've come to hate her guts. Despite my resentment towards her though, it's honestly no surprise she was elected president again. I mean, she gives off such an outstanding aura, her straight posture, her wavy hair, her determined expression, and not to mention her well-toned figure. Honestly, she's breathtaking, but her face is insanely punchable. Meanie approaches the stand as the claps of the students circulate throughout the stage. It's clear as day that they're more interested in what she has to say than the principal. She puffs her chest and takes a deep breath. Guess someone as mature as her can get nervous when presenting. I mean, she is speaking in front of a huge audience. Good morning everyone and welcome to Yamada Hoshi High School. My name is Mimo Shiragani from classroom 3A. As we begin our time together, I'd like to share my vision for this upcoming year. I'm pretty sure you've heard this multiple times, more times than you'd like, but my goal is to help each of you develop the skills and confidence to become a bigger and better version of yourselves, your true self. Too many times have I seen people around me waste their talents, taking the easy route and doing nothing. But ask yourselves, is that what you truly want? Exactly, guys. Is that what you truly want? Deep inside, you will have the potential to do something great, no matter how big or small. Whether it's become a celebrity, becoming a professional soccer player, or even being part of a student council, we as humans try to find satisfaction in our lives, and our passions are what motivate us to gain that satisfaction. Now, despite how amazing it sounds, keep in mind that following your passions and pursuing them long term are much more difficult than one would think. You may even consider your goals to be that of a dream, something that isn't the slightest bit possible. But you know what? Wouldn't it be amazing if that dream actually came true? Achieving your goal will only start if you take the first steps. Doing nothing won't get you far off at all. Anything's possible if you try, but it won't be easy. As I try to support you all to reach your goals, I encourage you to support each other as well. It's difficult, and it will require some serious effort, but trust me, you'll be proud of what you'll achieve just by simply committing yourself. If we combine our strength to better ourselves and the school, I'm certain all of you will grow into spectacular young men and women that will change the world for the greater good. Thank you. Miani gives a bow and the crowd goes wild. Dude, I'm in love. No wonder they call you the desperate boy. Shiragani senpai is amazing, isn't she? The students clap louder. Some of them are even stomping on the floor and within reason. She displayed such confidence. It's amazing how students, even teachers, look up to her so fast. Even today she still comes off as that dependable older sister. But her face is still punchable. Wow. Thank you, Shiragani-san. And that officially concludes the opening ceremony. Please report to your assigned homerooms to begin your first class. You are all dismissed. All the students rise. The abysmal muttering of humans returns. I look around frantically like a lost puppy. I should speakwalk to homeroom and avoid any form of human interaction. I can't stand this noise. The noise of horrificness and trepidation. Good morning, class. My name is Itaru Guru, your homeroom teacher. I also teach history. You will address me as Guru Sensei. When I call your name, stand up and introduce yourselves to your fellow classmates. Homeroom commences. There we go. Sensei goes one by one as my new classmates bow and address their names. God, this is more nerve-wracking than I thought. Looks like I can't escape from this icebreaker, which is why I think it is a blessing in disguise if you're picked first. Seriously though, what happened at the auditorium has really gotten me worried. I can't stop thinking about all the gossip going around. People were talking about me like it was some ghost story. Even the juniors are being brain-fed this BS, yeah. Next is Kawasaki-san. How much was said about me? Who started all of this? Kawasaki-san? Can I even live a normal life? Kawasaki-san. Kawasaki-san. Ah! I look around the classroom frantically, all eyes on me. Their gaze like weights pushing me down. So much pressure, I can't take it. It's your turn, Kawasaki-san. Gosh. You mean me? Yeah, of course. I mean you. Stand up and introduce yourself to the class. The students start laughing at me. Jeez, this is embarrassing. I slowly stand up, looking straight at the chalkboard, refusing to make any form of eye contact with my classmates. Your name? Again, I'm gonna save. I like saving. My name is Ayame Kawasaki. Deep breath, Ayame. You got this. My name is Ayame Kawasaki. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I give a short and sweet bow and immediately sit back down. I ended up banging my knee pretty hard on the desk. I did it. It's done. I'll give that an F for effort. Thank you, Kawasaki-san. Next is... And I can already feel the menacing aura from the entire class getting thicker. I definitely made a fool of myself just now. I'm just making things worse and worse. God, when will this day be over? The day is finally over. At long last, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Wednesday, April 6th, 2016. I wonder if that's when this game was beginning its production. Today was so exhausting. I forget how tedious and drawn out school was. I felt like I was in here for a whole week. Time to get out of here. Wait, on second thought, maybe I can walk around the school to get refamiliarized with the area. It'll help clear my mind from all the gossiping from my classmates. On most days, you'll be able to venture around the school and do various activities. Okay. You can navigate to several places within the main map by left-clicking on icons. Choosing an area of interest will grant you additional options to choose from. And you can partake in activities like socializing with friends, studying, or attending school clubs. Upon choosing an activity, time will pass and you will automatically return home in the evening. Okie dokie. So we've got a few different options in. We don't want to go home. Like, that's a bit silly, don't you think? Opportunity to save. So, from Ayame's perspective, most of this returning back to school has been very negative, and I think what has helped to produce that negativity is the gossiping from the other students in the school. It's like, you have no confirmation about these rumours, so therefore you just really dig your heels into these rumours and believe that they're true. Like, the first rumour is that about her leeching off other students, I believe, I'm not too sure, wanting attention from everyone else and stuff like that. Although it's not classified as to like what area does what. Like, is library like a form of school clubbing or a form of studying? Let's go from left to right, and then library, then go home. Gymnasium. Nothing's going on around here. I should just leave. The signs say that the karate club meets on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So tomorrow, that will be interesting for tomorrow. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Classroom. Anything going back? Okay, so there's nothing here. Go back. Hallway. Go back again. Library. Let's talk to the librarian. Renting books. In the library, you can rent out a book to read and build social stats. You can choose to read at the library or save it for when you are home. Okay. You can only rent out one book at a time. There are some more advanced books that would take more time to finish and require a certain amount of knowledge to understand them. So, this is kind of like an RPG where you're growing confidence, but these stats, I believe, will determine which ending that you get within the game. Or if you manage to get all of the stats, then a possible grand good ending will open itself up, like open up a book. Hello there, how can I help you? Rent out a book. Certainly. I would like to rent out The Origin of Oni Dog. Oh my god, this dog looks really scary. Is this really even real? Ayame rented out The Origin of Oni Dog. Be sure to return it here once you're done. Enjoy. Let's see, empty seat. Let's see, I want to study my notes. I'll find an empty seat and lay out all the notes I wrote down in class. I still don't understand all the way, but I have a slightly better understanding of the course material now, and I was able to focus more since I'm in the library. Ayame's knowledge has increased by 2. Social stats. There are 5 different social traits. Those are charisma, knowledge, courage, kindness, and determination. If we have enough courage, then maybe we'll be able to take on those bully girls. And then show the entire world that we do not leech off other people and want constant attention like the rumours said that I do, which I do not have. By doing activities and talking to specific people, you can receive social points ranging from 1 to 5. After receiving a certain amount of social points for one social trait, your social rank for that trait will go up. Some people require a higher social rank in order to bond with them. Higher ranks are also required to do certain activities. You can check your social points and rank in a stat menu or by using right click. I wonder if there would be an ending itself, which means that you didn't really do anything. It's getting late, I should head home. Oh no! Did I really just waste all that time by going through the other scenarios in the game? Phew, what a day. It's time to head home. Can't wait to crash into bed. I'm so tired. Kawasaki-san? Is that the student principal? Hey! I look back and see Miney approaching me. She has a much darker expression than what she displayed during the opening ceremony. I remember it clearly. This is Miney, I remember. The Miney that loathes me so much. Miney! Shiragani-san. Ever since we became enemies, we no longer address each other by our nicknames. We greet each other with our family names now. Just like Pruny, Miney used to call me Aya-chan. You're just the person I need to see. How are you? Let's be nice. I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Good, that's reassuring. She says this without even showing a little smile. I wonder if her words are even genuine. Anyways, I wanted to give you my condolences for your loss. It must have been rough for you. Yes, it was. There's probably some remorse in her sentence, but it's really hard to read her expressions. I never got to tell you this after she passed. You didn't even attend the funeral. I'm glad that you're safe and healthy, Kawasaki-san, and I'm sure your family is relieved too. Thanks. Of course. She briefly smiles. Miney walks past me and briefly stops to look at me again. Just so that you know, this doesn't mean we're friends again. I was just concerned about your well-being. I just felt it was necessary to check up on you. This will be the last time I talk to you voluntarily. Of course, if you have any problems, don't hesitate to report to the student council. I'd be glad to help. If you'll excuse me. Goodbye, Kawasaki-san. Miney continues walking with her head held high. Damn, I really can't stand her. Every time I see her, I just want to punch her in the face really hard. She acts all professional, treats everyone with respect, but she gets all passive-aggressive with me. She's so irritating. She's probably still upset about what happened last year. Bumping into her last minute left a sour taste in my mouth. Today has been a complete mess. Bullies never prosper. Walking home never felt so miserable. So much has happened today. I can't even process it all. Being around so many people, Perrine getting dragged by those valley girls, random students I've never met spreading rumours about me, even running to Miney. Grr, I can't take it. I want to go to my room and cry. I'm back. I dropped my bag on the floor like an angry child. Oh, well, look who it is. Look who it is, huh? Welcome back. Upon entering the room, I realised only Dad is here. Huh? Where's Jinta? He got called in to cover somebody at his job, left about 30 minutes ago. Is that so? Since Mum's death, Genta moved back home from college due to financial issues. He's now working at a flower shop to make up lost money from the funeral. He's been really working hard in the kitchen and at work. I feel really bad. But never mind that. How was your first day of school? Oh, not that great, to be honest. Let's be honest. It wasn't that great. What? How so? I want to tell him about the rumours, but I can't bring myself to say it. Do it. Say it. Your father will then know what's going on. I can't. No, I can't tell him. He'll only get super angry if I do. He won't be angry. I don't want him to make a fool of himself for me. He's done enough for me as it is. Ayame, tell me what's wrong. You can be honest with me. Let's be a little bit risky. I don't want to talk about it. Ayame, if someone is hurting you or making fun of you... No one is! Ayame, I'm just really tired, okay? Why are you getting so defensive? I just snapped at Dad. Oh God, why did I do that? I'm sorry. Complete silence. I think Dad knows there's something on my mind, and he's trying to get it out without being too forceful. Sorry. I'm prying too much. No, Dad, I just want to make sure nothing bad is happening to you. The last thing I want is for you to be unhappy. I won't let that happen again. He said that very quietly, almost as if he was whispering to himself. He looks at a family photo staged on one of the side tables. It's a photo of the entire family, including Mum. She looks so happy. Dad, it's okay. Call me paranoid or whatever, but if anything is bothering you, just come to your old pop. I'll support you however I can. I know. I'm sorry. Today was just rough. Being around so many people got me really anxious. I see. I understand. You look like you're about to pass out, so I'll let you rest up. Dad closes his eyes as he leaves the table. Hey. He speaks with his back facing me. You'll make new friends. Don't beat yourself up. There are many people in your school in this world who would love to meet you. You just haven't met them all yet. It's only your first day back in so long and you made it through. You should be proud of yourself. It'll get better over time, I promise. Exactly, Dad of Ayame. The first day is always the worst, but after that, it gets gradually better. And you become numb to those rumours. Yeah. Well, I'll let you go. Dinner's in the fridge. Okay. A long pause. Please let me know if there's anything troubling you. We're here for you, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Dad, for everything. Of course, it's what I do. At the end of the day, I couldn't tell him about the rumours going around at school. Was it a smart idea? That I'm not entirely sure. But even if I did tell him about it, how would he stop it? We don't even know who started this mess. He'd just keep going until justice is served. That's just the kind of person he is. And I don't want that. He'd be at it forever. I don't want him worrying about me all the time. I just hate being a burden to everybody. You're not a burden to everybody. You're being a burden to yourself by thinking that everybody else around you has been a burden. Or you think you're a burden to everyone else. I mean, sorry. Maybe I'll just eat dinner and lay down for a bit. I look at the scene as I lay on my bed. It's white, as bland as it can be. Roofs are supposed to be white. It gives a nice clear picture of what it is. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. We'll be returning back to Project Kawasaki in the next time around. This is a pretty interesting game, and I'm sure that the stats involved are going to be pretty unique when it comes to dealing with such stuff. So we've got Charisma 1, Knowledge 1, Courage 1, Kindness 1, Determination 1. So it's going to take longer to get to those higher levels. So level 5 is the max, and level 1 is where we are at this point in time with everybody. But I'm glad she has a nice smile there and a wink. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you all in the next time of Project Kawasaki. There is a link down in the description below where you'll be able to download this game for yourselves. It is completely for free. At the time of this recording, it is currently in its alpha stage. Hopefully, we will be seeing more in the future as well once I get past this alpha/demo. Thank you all so much for watching and take care of yourselves.